Whoa, it appears that Joseline Hernandez and her fiancé, Robin Anduma, have a catastrophic relationship. Ballistic, also known as Ballistic Beats the Tea, is rumored to have broken up with Joseline after calling her out on her foul smell. According to reports, Ballistic has not denied the veracity of these allegations. Unclean, although we're not sure if these accusations are genuine, Joseline has already been under fire for her personal hygiene. Several others, including Carissa, have leveled such charges against her in the past. I mean, it's hard to get dumped over anything like that.
Well, your name is Ricky. Dinero, 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 dinero. Dinero, 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 dinero. Wait, that's the name that book is on you? You ever heard of that? You ever heard of this right here? Right here? That's what you did right there. Just that. And we were supposed to 28 days. You think you get that? I'm about to do it right now.
Let's in on the Joseline situation. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much, because you know when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me don't tell my business. Okay, so what had happened was I hit a soft spot unintentionally. I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to do the fake. What is you talking about? Get to the point. So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way. And it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, what happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left. And so, yeah, she must have said, I said, take my out. But anyway, that's, you know, what happened when you got, you know, a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms stink. I just think your stink. And I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, you know, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe we could play the real I said, my Lord, ain't nobody this damn fine smell this funky. I had to myself like, oh, come on, baby. It's a whole lot of mans in here. Everybody think it's looking at each other. It's her ass. Tia smelled. We all smelled her. We thought it was Tokyo, but it was Tia. The Tokyo don't look like she go to the dentist, not never ever, okay? I don't give a nobody said that mother ain't never been to the dentist. I bet you if we ask her dentist, she gonna tell you right now, Allah. It ain't no dentist available. Girl, yeah, Jocelyn gonna try to say my breath stink, knowing that was her mother underarms. And if your underarms stink, what's the rule? Your ass stink.
Like Jocelyn stinks. She smells like mop water. And somebody needs to tell her.
Everything appeared perfect when music producer Ballistic and singer Joseline made their official Instagram debuts in April 2019. In addition to working together on music, Ballistic and Joseline have been on reality TV shows, including Hip Hop and Love. They attended Miami Marriage Boot Camp and Joseline's Cabaret together. And in September of that year, they got engaged. Joseline gushed about him in a birthday post, referring to him as the kindest man alive and asking that he spend the rest of his natural life with her. It appeared as though everything had radically worsened, even though she had pledged love, fidelity, and everything in between. Joseline needs to clean up both literally and figuratively. Whether or not these accusations about her hygiene are true, the breakup has undoubtedly caught everyone's attention. And now that everyone and their mama knows Joseline doesn't play, that sis is quick to throw hands if you even breathe wrong in her direction, Joseline needs to clean up. This is turning into a big story, whether Ballistic keeps going and shows Joseline's dirty laundry or not. After all, we are talking about Joseline, the lady who disobeyed the armed police officers and survived to tell the story. Realistically, Carissa considered the possibility that she may ruin Joseline's hygiene without anybody noticing. Carissa wasn't the first to disclose Joseline's minor funk issues, which is even more shocking. Let me clarify. For some time now, people have been discussing Miss Joseline and her purported us-sent predicament. Joseline should think about her alternatives before accepting, even if I don't think Carissa was proper to become careless. After all, the whole suspicious story about Joseline and Carissa first emerged just a few days earlier, when Joseline made an unexpected guest appearance on Tokyo Tony Tia's anti-podcast. There was a simmering animosity between the two that I can assure you Joseline wasn't trying to cover up. Rather than branding Carissa a crusty old woman, Joseline accused her of envy because, in contrast to Carissa's dusty fancies, she is nearly 20 years younger and has receipts for days. Furthermore, Joseline went so far as to genuinely attempt to disparage Carmen by boasting about how she is making millions for Zeus Network and putting in females on the map while Carla's child is incarcerated. Who is being impolite? After that, Joseline felt compelled to embellish the reality by bringing up unsuitable details like Carla's breath and cis attire. It was kind of like a roast at the family reunion, and guess what? Flinch stayed still while Rosa, like Pro, just sat there and took it all in stride. Even though Carissa was clearly embarrassed by the interaction, she wasn't going to give Joseline the last word. A few days after the dubious interview went viral, Carissa appeared on Instagram Live, and boy, did she have a lot to say. Behind the curtain, she certainly found her voice, even though she lacked the courage to confront Joseline during the interview. Assuming that Joseline and I have a unique connection, let's just chat about how. Joseline entered what Carissa described as an oddly smelling room. A minute later, everyone realized it was Joseline's bedroom fragrance, even though they all assumed it was one of the cameramen not understanding what soap was. Joseline is reported to have put pressure on the producers to cut out some parts of the interview so that it would appear as though Carissa was contacting her out of the blue. Naturally, this sparked controversy on social media, with many believing that Carissa ought to have kept her excitement while seated across from Joseline rather than holding off on becoming well known. Someone politely replied, "If you've ever been around Joseline, you know this, but it's not tea because Joseline will tell you she doesn't wear deodorant for environmental reasons. So noting and thinking you embarrassed her because she already knows." Now that I heard Carissa's side of the story and watched the show playback, she looked blank and eerie, but hold on, this drama train wasn't going to stop anytime soon, stated a different individual. The moment people discovered that Joseline had been accused of having an unusual scent before, they began to drag her through it all over again. Numerous people advised Joseline to look for self-care guidance rather than attempting to manage things alone. Anybody who even hinted about Carissa's tiny funk issue was guaranteed to get an attack that went beyond personal boundaries. In the comments section, she posted even more offensive remarks, accusing Joseline of having a BBL on top of everything because she was feeling particularly daring. She replied, "Girl, have you had enough drama? And they are getting these balls and forgetting they hold fun." When Joseline and Kay were at odds in 2017, there were first allegations regarding her purported hygiene problems. Michael bringing up the awkward incident where rapper Uncle Murda accused K. Michelle of being in a stink predicament, Joseline decided to choose the low road because she was in her petty bag. To help Michelle get out of her rut, Joss even went so far as to offer her some Dur AR and at-home treatments. The streets were brutal and did a fantastic job of saying, "Girl, it takes one to know one." But Joseline's little cunning plan backfired. Others quickly exposed her, claiming that she only knew their exclusive secrets because she herself used the same items. Rewind to last year's chat with celebrity gossip YouTuber Storm Monroe, during which reality TV star Amber Alley leaked some tea. Amber complimented Joseline on her wonderful form, but he quickly revealed that Joseline wasn't actually. "I couldn't be out here smelling like mop water, given the shadow of it all." Joseline's supposed scent concerns were brought up once more by Amber, who was not going to give her a pass on that little statement. No, my dear Amber Alley didn't hold back either. Shortly after the storm and argument, she made the mop water joke, jokingly suggesting that Ballistic and Joseline have a little three-way chat. Amber quickly refuted that hypothesis, claiming that Ballistic's box wasn't packed and that Joseline's entire situation smelled like mop water and fish. The contempt that exists now, let's be honest. Joseline C. started the whole situation by going after K. Michelle. I'm not sure what it was about her that made others feel comfortable enough to discuss it. Right now, she's just getting a taste of her own medicine, so don't feel obligated to stand up for her. If Joseline learns more about Carissa from her sources, the situation could escalate. About this drama, everyone had something to say, including their mother. A disorganized commenter asserted that John was projecting shadows and that Carla had been entangled in her own sense of superiority. Seeing someone treat someone the way Stevie J treated her is ridiculous. Another person remarked, "I'm sorry, but it looks like Carissa might be dodging more than just shade next time these two cross. You're not buddies with your coworkers, so it's a reasonable option, but they might have handled it more deftly by standing up for you instead of laughing at Joseline's jokes." All Carissa said was that her bag was always in rotation and her large deposit was never late, and she would probably never get paid what she makes for 1 hour of labor anywhere else. What type of tea do you drink? Honey, now that I've heard from all of you, make money, clock in, and then clock out. Do you believe Carissa has a legitimate case, or is her labeling Joseline a nerd merely a ploy to draw attention? Are these women simply shrewd, or do we genuinely think Joseline has a hygiene problem? You're all used to the routine now. Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to spill that steaming hot tea and share your thoughts with me about this mess by clicking this link to view my second, sloppy, juicy video.